You ever wonder what it's like to see a ghost? I used to think it was something terrifying. But the truth is, it's more painful when the ghost is someone you once loved. Ji and Jungkook. The party was loud, buzzing with congratulations and laughter. Jungkook stood under the golden chandeliers, wearing a white suit, fingers trembling around his champagne glass. Everyone said he looked beautiful, happy, in love. But he wasn't sure if it was true. Across the room, his fiancée Hanul smiled at him, warm, reliable, everything Jungkook thought he needed. Until the doors creaked open. A cold gust blew through the ballroom. All eyes turned. Jungkook's heart stopped. There he was. Kim Taehyung. 7 years. 7 goddamn years. Same face. Same eyes. But something had changed. His gaze was darker. His presence heavier. And when he stepped in wearing that black suit, the entire room felt like it tilted. Jungkook's breath hitched. He hadn't seen him since that rainy night, the night Taehyung vanished with just a goodbye note. "Who is that?" Hanul asked, confused. Jungkook didn't answer. He was already walking, stumbling, toward him. Taehyung's voice was low, almost broken. "You look beautiful, in white." Jungkook's hands shook. His voice trembled as he whispered, "Why now? Why today?" Eyes glossy, filled with rage and something deeper, betrayal. Taehyung didn't flinch. He stepped closer, lowering his voice so only Jungkook could hear. "Because this is the day I promised I'd return, when it's almost too late." A sharp slap echoed in the ballroom. People gasped. Jungkook had hit him. Hard. "You don't get to walk back into my life like nothing happened," Jungkook yelled, his voice cracking. "You left me. You made me hate you." I moved on, but Taehyung's eyes, his eyes, didn't match his calm voice. "Then why are you still crying?" Jungkook blinked, and only then realized, tears were falling. Not from sadness, not from anger, but from the tiny, traitorous part of his heart that still loved the man standing in front of him. The music had stopped. The entire room was watching. But all Jungkook could see was him. Taehyung. The man who once held his heart. And now, stood before him, asking for it again. "Please? I didn't leave because I wanted to. You don't know what I was protecting you from." Jungkook stared at him, wide-eyed. "What the hell are you talking about? You abandoned me." Taehyung looked around, guards at the doors, watching him. He leaned in and whispered something that made Jungkook freeze. "They're watching. I can't say more here. But I need you to trust me. Just once more." Jungkook didn't sleep that night. He sat on the edge of the hotel bed in his engagement suit, staring at the velvet ring box on the nightstand. His heart still pounded with the memory of Taehyung's eyes. The way he'd whispered those words. "They're watching. I had to protect you." Protect him? From what? He thought he had buried the past. But now it was clawing its way back. And it still had Taehyung's name carved into every part of his soul. The next day, Jungkook found himself in the most unexpected place, the rooftop of a closed cafe, the one where they used to meet secretly in college. Why he came, he didn't know. Maybe to remember. Maybe to forget. But Taehyung was already there, leaning against the railing, smoking. Like he never left. "Why do you always go where I'm trying to forget you?" Jungkook said coldly. Taehyung turned slowly, eyes heavy with regret. "Because you never really did." Jungkook scoffed, arms crossed, heart racing. "You vanished. No goodbye, No explanation. I waited for years, Taehyung. Years. Do you know what that felt like? I begged the stars for answers. I hated you. I mourned you. And now you just show up like nothing happened. Taehyung walked closer, each step slow, deliberate. You think I didn't suffer too? You think I wanted to leave you behind? You think I didn't stare at your photos every night wishing I could come home? Jungkook's eyes widened. But he didn't speak. I was forced into something. Kook, my family, they are not what you think. My father, he's part of the Black Lotus Syndicate. Jungkook's heart dropped. What, you were part of the mafia? Taehyung nodded slowly. They used you to control me. I had no choice. I had to disappear, or they would have hurt you. Or worse, used you. Jungkook stepped back, overwhelmed. So all this time, I hated you, but you were protecting me. Why didn't you tell me? I would have run away with you. I would have done anything. Taehyung looked broken, voice shaking. Because I loved you too much to drag you into hell with me. Silence. Only the wind between them, and years of unsaid pain. But it's over now. I destroyed everything to come back. I came back for you. Jungkook's eyes burned. His chest ached. You can't just walk back into my life like that. I'm engaged now. He loves me. He stayed when you didn't. Taehyung closed the gap between them. Inches apart. Do you love him, the way you love me? He asked quietly. Jungkook didn't answer. Because the truth? He didn't know. Not anymore. As Taehyung turned to leave, he paused and whispered without looking back. You're not safe, Jungkook. They know you're mine. And they're coming. Jungkook's breath hitched. What do you mean? But Taehyung was already gone. And all that was left was a boy on a rooftop, holding a ring that suddenly didn't mean anything anymore. He said I wasn't safe. But it wasn't just about the mafia. I wasn't safe from him. From my own heart. And Jungkook had barely returned to his apartment when he noticed it. The front door was slightly open. His chest tightened. He took a cautious step back, but it was already too late. A hand grabbed him from behind, slamming him into the wall. You're not supposed to talk to him, a deep voice growled into his ear. A sharp object pressed against his throat. Jungkook's body froze. The intruder wore all black, face masked, voice unfamiliar. You were warned. Stay away from Kim Taehyung. Suddenly, crack. The door burst open. A tall figure charged in and tackled the man to the floor in one swift, brutal move. Don't touch him, Taehyung growled, fist slamming into the man's jaw. Jungkook gasped, stumbling back as Taehyung pinned the intruder, yanked the weapon away, and knocked him unconscious. The room spun. Jungkook was shaking. Taehyung rushed to him, grabbing his arms. Kook, are you hurt? God, you're trembling. Jungkook looked at him, really looked at him. The man in front of him was no longer the soft boy who used to sing him to sleep. This Taehyung was different. Dangerous. Hardened. Protective. And still his. I told you, Taehyung whispered, voice trembling, you're not safe anymore. Jungkook clutched Taehyung's jacket, voice raw. Why are they after me? What do they want? Taehyung held him tighter. Because you're my weakness. Because they know I would burn the world if anything happened to you. Silence fell between them, thick, heavy, intimate. Their breaths mingled. You shouldn't have come back, Jungkook whispered, even as his hands refused to let go. You're messing everything up. Taehyung leaned closer, eyes burning with years of restrained pain. Then tell me to leave. Jungkook looked into his eyes that had haunted his dreams for 7 years. But he couldn't say it. Because he didn't want him to leave. Not again. That night, Jungkook let Taehyung stay. He watched from the corner of the room as Taehyung sat by the window, gun at his side, eyes scanning the streets like a man who had lived too many nights expecting to be killed. Do you even sleep anymore? Jungkook asked quietly from the bed. Taehyung didn't turn. Only when I know you're safe. Jungkook rolled over, pulling the blanket tighter, but it wasn't the cold that made him shiver. It was the terrifying realization that his heart never stopped belonging to Taehyung.